Do you like my shirt? This is a Stranger Things shirt. See, is funny. Before I start the vlog, real quick story. This, as soon as I got this shirt many moons ago, sometime at the beginning of summer, I immediately gave it to Kristen because it was too small for me. Now it fits me like a glove, and it's too big for Kristen, or too small for Kristen because, you know, Lincoln. So that's kind of fun. So we're actually doing some clothes trading here in the Thain house, which is, I find it to be funny. I don't know that Kristen, she accidentally put this in my closet and I put it on and she goes, oh. Anyways, here in Ohio, I don't know where you are, and I can't talk too much because over way up north in like the Dakotas and Minnesota, they have like blizzards. It did snow here today, and it is my personal night. Kristen is at her class thingy for work. It's 1 week ago today that we had our second false alarm, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, praying that we don't have another false alarm today. I don't get a phone call from Kristen saying, we gotta go to the hospital. Anyway, it is what it is. I have already sort of adopted the mindset of any day could be the day. Any day could be the day. Which really, the really special thing about that is it's forcing me to live one day at a time. And I think I've mentioned that in a few vlogs, but the whole idea of living one day at a time is that we could croak any day, right? Like, no matter how healthy I eat, no matter what kind of exercise I do, no matter, doesn't matter. Something could, you know, and so to not live every day in the moment as much as possible, I'm doing myself a disservice. And I'm definitely, I'm not perfect at it by any means. I think a lot of times I live in the future and in the past, and it's hard for me to stay focused on the very present. When I have goals, dreams, and aspirations, it's hard for me to, you know, not constantly be chasing that carrot on the end of the stick, which whatever it is in my life. You know, in college it was graduate college and then find my first teaching job. You know, I've always had these little milestones to reach, and I haven't always been good at appreciating the grind, appreciating the moment, appreciating the process of it. And what's really cool about this YouTube channel is I get to enjoy the process of watching my channel, Kristen's channel, this thing that we're doing grow, and seeing you all grow with us in our community, and seeing the comments and the likes and all the shares and all this stuff. And it's really uplifting. And be warned, be warned, when Lincoln gets here, we're gonna be reaching out to you all for tips and advice. We don't know what we're doing at all. And this crazy thing that we're doing, having a child, bringing forth a child into this world, I mean, if you stop and take a step back and realize what a miracle this is. Like, there's a little human inside my wife's uterus right now, and he could just appear here any day, and then all of a sudden we have this child that that is completely dependent on us, and my whole world is different and changed. And it's like, okay, that's coming any day, any day now. We're inside 4 weeks. This is absolutely insane. You better believe I'm gonna be asking you for some help, for some questions and things that you did. We've already received a ton of support from you all as far as that is concerned, and I just wanted to say thanks for that. But to go back to living every day at one at a time, everyone keeps telling me, enjoy when he's little, enjoy when he's little, because you'll blink and then he'll be graduating high school. And I hear it so much that it scares me, because it's like, I don't want that to happen. I want to enjoy every day. So that is the power of this vlog, is it forces me to live every day, not once, but twice, because I live the day, and then I record it, and then I edit it, so I get to see it twice. And the reason why it's so important for me to live day to day, every day at a time, make every day count, 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, one of Kristen and I's very close friends passed away out of the blue. Passed away in the night. And we didn't know, nobody knew anything was wrong, and it was a devastating, like, thing. It was such a sad thing, and it really hit us all. Kristen, myself, our friends, family members. It was just, and it, you know, it really puts things into perspective of, wow, and any day could be my day too. As much as I like to have control over things, I realize I really don't have control over that much, you know. I can have control over my diet, my exercise, and my day-to-day comings and goings, but you never know what could happen. So it became very increasingly important and obvious to me that I don't have any time to waste. Time is the most valuable resource to me, by far, more than money, more than anything else, because it's the only thing you can't get more of. And which is why I hate having my time wasted. Being at some meeting or at something where it's not productive or anything that's a waste of time, like, makes me upset, because it's like, I'm not gonna get this time back. So it's very important for me to spend my time doing things that I deem necessary, valuable, adding to the greater good, or something that can help my own mental health or other people, and living every single day, making every day, like waking up every day and saying today's gonna be the best day ever. And how I'm able to do that, and Kristen and I have been working on this for a long time, is most days we think about the next day the night before. Right before we go to bed, we go, okay, tomorrow, what are we doing? What's going on tomorrow? What's the story of tomorrow? How are we gonna make tomorrow the best day ever? What are some things that we can look forward to tomorrow? To kind of get yourself hyped up. You know that feeling that you got when you were a kid, Christmas Eve, and you couldn't fall asleep because you were so excited for the next day? Or that feeling that you get that you just want to go to sleep so bad so it could be tomorrow. As adults, how often do you have that feeling? No matter, even if you love your job or you don't, you know, even if you love what you do, when's the last time you've had that feeling of, I just want to go to bed right now so it can be tomorrow already? I want more of those moments in my life. And I want that for my son. I want to be so joyful and excited to live life that he sees that every day and he gets some of that. I'm an optimist. I am a foolish optimist, and I you know, sometimes that gets me in trouble, but more times than not I like to think that it helps. And you know, it's just so important to me that Kristen and I live in such an intentional way. We don't have a huge fancy house. You guys have seen our house. It's a 1-story ranch, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. It's got some quirks, you know. Some stuff doesn't work in the house. We have we have a dishwasher that has never worked, ever. It just sits here. You know, we got drawers that don't open right. We got light bulbs that have been out for months. Something's wrong with my toilet right now, but I don't know what it is. And you know, but it's our modest lifestyle, and it's important to me that we live intentionally and we have a purpose every day. And you know, we talk about, Kristen and I always talk about our values. We always reassess our values and things, our pillars of balance and happiness and what we value. You know, we value sleep and eating healthy and exercise and community and feeling like we're creating something for the common good, feeling like we are being a net positive on the world, you know, not taking too much, giving more than we take over our lifetime. And you know, always kind of answering the question, when I die, when I'm laying on my deathbed, what do I want have my life to have been, you know? And kind of a weird thing to think about, but I think it's important to keep me focused. And so, yeah, the reason why I'm telling you all this is this kind of hit me today when I was looking at the calendar and going, oh my gosh, like we're under a month until Lincoln's due date. And I just wanted to share it with you because I want the same thing for you. I want you to be able to live every single day and live with a purpose and get that feeling again that you had when you were a kid where you just wanted to go to sleep so it can be tomorrow. And if you don't have that moment in your life, if you don't have those things that make you feel that way, find it. Spend some time. Find that passion, that thing that you love to do. And if you don't know what that is, try things. Step outside your box. Step outside your comfort zone and try new things. That thing that you've always wanted to do, just do it. Just give it a try. And you know, I think that everybody should have that feeling more than once. More than when they're 8 years old waiting for Santa the next morning. And I want that for you, and I want that for everybody. So that's, you know, that's why we always say find your gift, share it with the world, because that's one of the things that gives me the most meaning in my life, is sharing anything with the world, putting all these videos out there. Like so many of my videos that I did months and months and months ago are still getting views and comments, and I'm going, wow, I made this a year ago, and people are still getting value from it, and it makes me feel good that people are getting value of something that I created that wasn't there before. And that is how I feel like I can give back and produce positivity. So I want that same thing for you, whatever that is. So that being said, find your gift, share it with the world, and remember, you are worth it. See you tomorrow.